Hey guys, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel. Today on what I am coining Waste Not Wednesday, where I'm taking leftover foods and turning it into something good. Today's episode 1, is homemade croutons out of leftover French bread, which is hard rock. And I'm making two variations. I'm going to make a Parmesan and garlic, and I'm going to try everything basil seasoning as the other half. So I have one half, I just cut the bread into small little pieces like this, and I have a small bowl, and so I split them in half. The other half's over here. I didn't show me cutting because it was pretty hard to cut. I have oven preheated at 375, and I also have a cookie sheet lined with tin foil. So right now I'm just taking these and ripping the bread up into smaller sort of pieces, just like that. Now I don't know about you, but I kind of like leftovers from meals and eating and turning them into cool things you wouldn't think of before. Let me know if you guys do. I know my parents are not the best at eating leftovers, and I, on the other hand, I've gotten way better. As a child, I used to barely eat leftovers. Now I eat them all the time. If you make the meals you love, they're awesome as leftovers. And I also cook very home to make croutons now. It's been a while since I made croutons. Like, I made croutons out of now I thought it was sourdough at the store until I found out they put yeast in it. So at least that store. And so I turned that fake sourdough, which tasted pretty good, into croutons. So here's one half of the French bread. The bread was from Stop and Shop, only because Whole Foods and is so expensive. Trader Joe's is kind of. So for this one, I'm gonna make this into the Parmesan and garlic powder, so I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil. Now I'm just eyeballing. I love experimenting. Just eyeball. Add a little bit of salt into here. Some pepper. And some garlic powder. You can measure all this with your heart. It's hard to get this wrong. I measure with my heart on a lot of things. Even once I'm supposed to. I'm weird that way. So I said it's a basil. I'm going to add a teeny bit of oregano because I'm feeling it. Now, the thing I'm not sure is going to work or not, I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. Now, we have this very small amount of Parmesan cheese left. I don't know what's in the fridge. I was like, should I save it? Should I put it in a plastic bag? My dad's like, no, just put it in the fridge like that. Because we had chicken parm last night and spaghetti with leftover sauce. So, by the way, we're going to use the rest of it up now. So let me throw this in the garbage. And after I make these croutons, we're going to go for a walk. And I'm going to stir with my hands. My hands are clean. No worries. Always make sure your hands are clean, because it is just plain disgusting when your hands are not clean and you can get sick if your hands are dirty. Always make sure your hands are clean before you cook or bake. First note of cooking or cooking classes, I think we need a little bit more olive oil, and then we're going to turn this onto half the baking sheet. Make sure all the flavors. I think it's fun to use your hands for this. You don't have to. You could use a spoon. But I feel like you want to make sure at least every single piece of bread gets a little bit of seasoning and a little bit of croutons. We're going to spread it out. Oh no, a lot of my seasoning got stuck. That's what we use the hands for. And spread it out. On half of my baking dish, which you can see. Now we are gonna work on the other half. I'm gonna get another bowl. I was about to use the same bowl, but it's gonna have, actually, why not? We'll just use the same bowl. I got most of the Parmesan cheese and seasonings out. Why dirty another bowl? Now, same thing. Rip the tiny pieces of bread into however big chunks and fun shapes your heart desires. I'm just ripping it like I can. You can rip it as if you're angry at somebody if you want. Just let your anger out on the small piece of bread. See, I'm ripping it like as if I'm ripping someone's heart out of their chest. Now that's a little dark. But you're breaking your heart. Rip, rip, rip. As we just continue to go on. Also, while I'm ripping this second batch for our everything bagel croutons, which obviously is a test, and I'm fine just experimenting on this video, I want to take this time to say thank you to everyone who's watched, cannot get the end of this one, my videos, and for everyone who subscribed. I am so grateful for you, and thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and to watch more. But honestly, I'm shocked and so grateful for all of you. And yeah, sending hearts and hugs to all of you. Almost done ripping this batch into shreds. This one looks like a lot more bread. Now, I thought I split this in half. It clearly does. Maybe I ripped some of these pieces smaller. I don't know. This French bread, I feel like, is having a fight with me. 'Cause it feels, some parts feel very soft and some feel hard as a rock. I know this video is probably be super long of me just rambling, but you know, that's okay. So, same thing. We're going to add some olive oil, measuring with my heart here. Try not to overdo it, but you know, a little bit of salt, not too much, because our everything bagel seasoning is quite salty, I feel like. Add a little bit of pepper and our everything bagel seasoning. You can measure the heart. I love everything bagel seasoning. Now, don't know if you do this. I know they sell at Trader Joe's, and I got lucky someone gifted, you know, both to me. But I need to know if I'm the only one who does this. Every time we get a dozen bagels from the bagel store, because you know, we get sesame and everything, you know, there's always a lot, you know, we cut them so we can put them into the freezer to freeze for later. And, you know, all the stuff that falls off everything and the sesame bagels at the bottom of the bag, and from when I cut, I save and I put in a plastic bag. So I have a huge plastic bag of homemade everything bagel seasoning. Now, I don't know if that's weird. I don't care. Let me know if you guys do it. I think it's a smart way. You can save money without always having to, if you can't get to a Trader Joe's, or if your supermarket charges way too much for everything bagel seasoning. Because I feel some stores charge way too much more than my parents and I would like to pay for it. So, mixing this again with my hands. And again, going to put it, this is what it looks like. Putting it on my hand. I think I'm going to have to sprinkle the seasoning on top. I feel like they're all keep slipping off. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Measure with your heart. So, just getting all the seasoning that was left in the oil. So here are my croutons. Now I'm going to put them in the oven for about 20 minutes. Flipping them halfway. So my oven's right here. You can't see. I would move the camera, but my hands are messy. So now I'm gonna go wash my hands. My sink. So as I said, put the croutons in at 375 for 20 minutes, and I'll come back and show you guys what they look like once they're all done. Alright, so the timer just went off, so now I'm going to take them out of the oven. They smell pretty good. So let me just give you a closer look. So the darker side is the Parmesan garlic, and then we have the everything bagel. And now I'm just going to let these sit and cool, and they will get harder as they sit, and then we're going to put them into containers. And you could put this in soup, eat them by yourself, put them in salad, do whatever you want with them. I'll give you one more little look. They look amazing. I would try one, but I'm about to head for a walk in a couple minutes. And yeah, but I'm so excited to have these in my salad, or I think, you know, another way to put them is butternut squash soup, homemade of course, that my dad makes. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment and like and subscribe to my channel. I'm so thankful for all of you, for everyone who's continued to subscribe and watch my videos. Stay tuned for more awesome, amazing content. Sorry for a little tongue twister. And I will see you guys soon for the next video. I love you guys, and bye-bye.